Hello, and welcome to Fred TV News. I'm Rashad Williams.
And I am Brandon Kinder. Our newscast is all about the history around Fall River.
Yes, it is. Now let's take a dive into our news stories.
And what is a better way to start off this newscast than with a story about Fred TV? Did you know that the Fred TV program has been around for 30 years? Let's see what our classmate Evie has to show us.
Fred TV, also known as Fall River Educational Television, is one of the 3 PEG channels in the city of Fall River and dates back to 1995. This year, it celebrates its 30th year in operation. When you think of Fred TV, you may only think, oh, it's just an extracurricular class in Durfee, but it's not just that.
Hello, and welcome to Fred TV News. I'm Rashad Williams.
And I am Brandon Kinder.
Welcome back from View from the Hilltop. I'm your host, Brian Moss.
And I'm your other host, Jacob Wardell.
Fred TV is a television studio, an online presence, a classroom, a learning experience for students who want to get creative and flourish as industry professionals, and a place where community members can get local information. Fred TV prides itself on helping students from Fall River Public Schools to obtain real-world experience, whether as a career path or a hobby.
Charlie's from Fred TV, and here I'm at Pear Tree Studios.
No, as the Met Titan, you're going to record what is currently at 9 wins and 4 losses.
Gavin Ferrari here, and I'm here at the Regiment Training Center where I'm going to meet Jorgen De Castro, a heavyweight MMA fighter. So let's go check this out because I'm excited.
His artworks have been exhibited at galleries in New York and Los Angeles, and Durfee High School is lucky to have him.
So initially when we launched the channel, and this was tied into the local cable TV channels that are offered in the city of Fall River. Initially, people really didn't know what it was, right? So there's kind of a learning curve for people out there to get to really understand what the program is like and what types of shows we do. And so that over the 30 years has really developed to the point where we actually have a following. Input that we get from the community is really positive, not only for what we do that airs on the cable network, but also the results that we get with the students going on to college and going into careers. We got a lot of comments from alumni, how great the program was for them. Pauline and Gary, who are in the classroom, do a lot of work nurturing the students and cultivating their talents, and it's almost like a custom type of education.
This weekend at Heritage State Park was Revolutionary Weekend, where we celebrate 250 years since the Battle of Fall River, where history came alive and the community came together. Participants were able to witness battle reenactments, artillery warfare demonstrations.
In Fred TV, not only do you get experience of the work, but also a community full of students from all over the school, creating a large and strong community between students that would have never interacted with each other otherwise.
Fred TV's changed a lot over the years. I've been here since 2003, so just about almost 23 years now. And since that time, we've gone from students maybe filming a few things that teachers had requested to a full-blown curriculum of TV 1, 2, and 3, and soon to be TV 4 as well. The projects that the kids do have changed tremendously. The way that we do it has changed over the years as well.
In 2017, Fred TV acquired a sister station, Fall River Government Television, also known as FRG TV. Today, both channels exist as cable television, online, and are housed at Durfee High School. Now that you know all this amazing information about Fred TV, it's time for me to finish editing another video. This is Evie. Bye!
Wow, I thought I knew a lot about Fred TV since, I work here and everything. But Evie just helped me expand my knowledge.
Oh, that's so cool. Literally.
Rashad, see what you did there.
Yeah, you got it? You see?
Just roll the clips. Just roll the clips.
Yeah, you're right.
Many people have heard about Recreation and the number of programs that they offer, but did you know they also offer sailing lessons? Here at the Boathouse at Heritage State Park on the waterfront. How cool is that? Literally. Greater Fall River Recreation has partners, grants, and initiatives with the local community and is able to offer affordable sailing classes to the youth here. This sailing program cultivates our young people's social skills, leadership qualities, encourages friendships, and of course teaches our young sailors how to sail safely and responsibly.
Well, we're a community boating program, so we're not a yacht club, so it means we're open to all. You don't have to have a membership. We also are very fortunate we sail next to all these big gray things here from the U.S. Navy, the battleship in particular, and then the destroyer and the submarine. So there's not many places you can do that. In fact, there's nowhere in the world that you have 3 of these types of Navy ships all together in one place that you can go sailing. So I know that for a fact. We have, I think another thing that's unique here is this boardwalk that borders our whole sailing area. Not as many places have that. They're kind of like at a point maybe somewhere where there's limited, traffic. So it's a great spot.
Learn How to Sail is a 12-hour course broken down into 4 hours each week for 3 weeks. Some of the skills that you can expect to learn are knot tying, sail handling, and navigation, along with deploying leadership, teamwork, and confidence. This course only costs $300 per session, which breaks down to $25 per hour.
My favorite thing about sailing in Fall River is the environment and the area we have to sail in. It's really pretty, especially with the water, and the battleships are really cool, especially to get up and close to.
For more information on these sailing classes, you can check out their website at gfrrec.org. As a former sailing student, I know how awesome this program is. If you haven't looked into it, I definitely think you should try it out.
I really like that, even though I can't swim that well. Well, while you were talking about sailing knots, Sophie was learning about bread knots. She visited the oldest bakery in our city. This place has been around for a very long time.
Fall River is no stranger to bakeries. Walk just about any street here and you'll find one. But one has outaged the rest. Gold Medal Bakery on Bay Street.
Gold Medal Bakery was founded by Auguste Lecomte in 1912. What actually started off in a basement grew to be one of the biggest independent bakeries in America. Since then, this bakery has been owned and operated within the same family throughout generations.
How has Gold Medal Bakery changed over the years?
It has changed an enormous amount. So it actually started in 1912 in my great-grandfather's basement, where he and his wife just cooked bread for the neighborhood and actually delivered it by horse and buggy around the neighborhoods. And so eventually they moved out of their house because they got too big and came here to Bay Street in 1969. And then from there we've expanded 4 or 5 different times, and now we're delivering bread by tractor trailer, by FedEx, by route truck, to all 50 states of the United States. So 113 years ago, very small, just a neighborhood bakery, and now delivering to the entire country. So changed an enormous amount over the years, but still baking traditional white bread like we did 100 years ago. So some things never change.
Located on Bay Street in Fall River, this bakery is known for having delicious bread and other treats, giving back to the community, and providing over 500 jobs locally. Gold Medal Bakery is one of the largest employers in Fall River.
My favorite thing about working here is really how committed the family is. Gold Medal, the Lecomte family, and every associate, whether we're delivering high quality product to our customers, or really embracing cross-collaboration or driving engagement and learning, we're always giving back, and that consistency with commitment, drives us all to give it our best every day. We provide products of every sort, from your classic conventional sliced breads, rolls, English muffins, to your specialty items, dinner rolls, cinnamon raisin bread, and we also cross-stock and distribute over 100 items across the board. So you can find these products locally, whether you shop at Stop and Shop, Shaw's, Market Basket, Big Y, and others. And we're also distribute nationally, so across the board. And we also have a new product that's going to be launching, which is a grab-and-go item. It's going to be called Favwich. It is a crustless ambient grab-and-go snack that we're super excited to launch. We hope everyone in the community enjoys it.
One might say that Gold Medal Bakery is the icing on the cake. I don't know about that, but you can definitely smell the bread baking from the street, so you better come check this place out.
Speaking of food, my co-host here has had a great breakfast recently at Almack's Diner. Did you know that this diner has been around since 1912?
Do you remember those hot flapjacks that you used to crave every morning at Almack's? Well, today we call them pancakes, and they're award-winning too. Let's take a look at why Almack's Diner is so successful and the oldest diner in our city. Almack's Diner, named after the owner, Al McDermott, originally started in 1910. At that time, Al McDermott used to go on a horse-drawn wagon and provide food and drink for the hard-working mill workers in the community. In 1953, he opened many diners in the U.S., one of them being Almack's Diner, which is well known and justly famous right here in Fall River.
So Almack's Diner has been here for many, many years. It actually moved from locations in the 1830s. And it's gone through a number of families who have purchased it and operated it. Back in 2019, right before COVID-19 came, my family, I purchased it. I put my dad in charge of running it, and since then we've prospered. We've done well. We've seen lots of new people come in, lots of old faces come in, and we've just restored the integrity of a business that's been in business for many, many years. We just continued to build a legacy. I think it stayed open in this community for many years because of the nostalgia of it. You know, it's been here for years. It's a historic landmark in the city. Oftentimes, people come from out of town to come and just take pictures in front of it. It's it's on the historical tax register. It's a building that's been here for a long time, and it's iconic. Honestly, I think it's the best breakfast in the city, and I own 2 breakfast places in the city. So I think the quality of food, the amount of food you get, the amount of flavor you get in the food, everything's homemade, nothing's frozen. It's a real breakfast diner. And that's something we're very proud of here.
Almack's Diner is known for serving breakfast and lunch and famous for their pancakes and corned beef hash. Their prices are extremely reasonable, so it's no wonder why many people eat there every day.
What is your favorite thing here or dish at Almack's Diner?
My favorite thing is that it's close to my house, and my favorite dish is the combo where I get a little bit of everything.
Almack's Diner prides itself on its award-winning pancakes, homemade meals, quality service, and treating their employees like family. Hours vary each day, but they are typically open at 6:30 a.m.
Well, I worked up an appetite doing all this work. I'm Rashad Williams working for Fred TV, and I have a feeling that I'll be coming here more often. Man, is this good.
Man, I'm jealous. I could really go for those blueberry pancakes.
Well, that's too bad, because I ate them all.
Oh.
All that talk about food makes me feel like I need to burn off some calories. There are so many choices throughout the city for fitness, but the YMCA is actually the oldest fitness center in the city.
If you like working out, there are plenty of places in Fall River to do so. But did you know that General Fitness is the oldest gym here in Fall River, and the YMCA is the oldest center for fitness in Fall River? So I'm kind of curious. Let's go check this out. The YMCA in Fall River has been servicing the community since 1857. That's well over 150 years. They pride themselves on supporting youth and adults in our community while teaching and fostering healthy lifestyles for all. They offer many fitness classes like yoga classes and much more.
We really do have something for everyone, and we've been around for over 160 years, and we plan to be around for another 160 more.
In addition to offering fitness classes and a gym, the YMCA of Fall River also has a pool and aquatics classes. These classes include Learn to Swim, which is taught to infants to adults, learning to swim for these special abilities, private and semi-private lessons, as well as open to swim and lap times for the fitness-minded individuals.
If you're looking to get healthy, we have our state-of-the-art wellness center with all kinds of equipment. We have over 35 group exercise classes per week that are included in your membership. We have Child Watch, which is essentially a babysitting service for your children while you work out.
I decided to join the YMCA because I had seen that they offer swimming courses, and I have a young daughter, and I wanted to teach her how to swim.
The YMCA of Fall River is open to members every day of the week. A membership is very reasonably priced here. Well, guys, now it's time for my workout. I hope to see you at the gym soon. My name is Brandon Kinder. Thanks for tuning in. Working out is definitely something everybody should do. Whether you're a fitness guru, want to feel better about yourself and get more confidence, or you're involved in a sport. As a matter of fact, more and more women are taking this to a new level and getting their workouts in on the wrestling mats.
Did you know that women's wrestling is one of the fastest growing high school sports in the country?
Since 1972, women have been allowed to participate in wrestling here in the United States. It became an Olympic sport in 2004. Since then, according to AP News, women in high school wrestling has been the fastest growing sport. The number of girls involved in high school wrestling teams have quadrupled within the past decade.
I think women's wrestling is getting very popular because, not only is it a fun sport, it's very physically demanding. It's great for fitness, but also it's very big confidence booster for young kids in particular. So I think the same reason why it's popular for the boys, it's really popular for the girls. It's confidence boosting. It really brings you into the physical world, and it makes you compete, which is really what we need here.
In the 80s and 90s, girls started wrestling for their high school teams. Girls high school wrestling has grown so fast over these past few years, particularly at the high school level. Many girls have fallen in love with this male-dominated sport. Here at Durfee High School, the number of female athletes in wrestling has increased by 100% from 1975 to 2023.
Why do you enjoy wrestling as a female?
I enjoy it because it made me stronger and I could fight off somebody if I needed to.
What do you guys enjoy about wrestling?
It's fun and different from all the other sports, and you can attack people in case if you needed to.
It's fun, and it's funner than gymnastics.
I have seen for myself that women's wrestling has become very popular amongst the female athletes in high school, and I'm grateful that I get to be one of them too.
As you can see, even young girls are flocking to the sport of wrestling. It's definitely becoming more popular over time for the younger generation. Another place locally that is popular for the younger members of our community is the Greater Fall River Children's Museum. Check this place out.
Many of our popular cities like Boston and Providence have their own children's museum where children can have fun and use their imagination. But did you know here in Fall River we have our very own children's museum?
Children's Museum of Greater Fall River was founded in 1999. This museum actually started outdoors as an exhibit moving from place to place at festivals and school events until it finally found a home at the Bristol County Superior Courthouse located on North Main Street in Fall River. This location officially opened in 2013.
The Children's Museum of Greater Fall River is a really exciting and fun place to come to if you haven't been here already. We have 7 exhibits downstairs and 6 exhibits upstairs. And we cater pretty much to all ages, younger ages about 1 to maybe about 10 years old. And we want everyone to know that we try to make this museum as accessible to everyone as possible. We have a lot of discounted programs. We accept EBT cards and have reduced admission for those who have an EBT card. So instead of it being $10 a day, it's $3 a day. So we encourage everyone to take advantage of that who might not be able to afford it. So we really want to make our museum affordable to everyone. We have a military discount, and we have a membership program, which is $95 a year for a family of 4. We have great, exciting programs that we're offering this summer. We have a Gabby's Dollhouse series that we're collaborating with, believe it or not, Netflix, doing an 8-day series where you can come and you'll get to meet the Gabby character, do some STEAM and literacy activities, and have a fun time in the museum. We're also doing a Paw Patrol series this summer, a 4-day series where you'll get to meet a Paw Patrol character, and you will also do some fun STEAM and literacy activities as well.
They have a number of exhibits in the first and second floor. On the first floor, they have a Violet's music room, the color room, the transportation station, the dinosaur room, the forest adventure room, the reading nook, and the arts and craft room. Continuing in the second floor, the outer space exhibit, Astro Tots, Astro Activities, Richie's Diner, the Corner Clinic, and the iPlayroom. Children can learn what it's like to be an astronaut in outer space in the space exhibit, or they can use their customer service skills while working at the diner. There are also additional exhibits where children can pretend to be in the medical field.
We like coming here. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of different activities to do. You know, not all kids are one size fits all. So there's a room with a doctor set, there's the space room, there's a music room. So it has a little bit of everything for everybody, you know.
Recently, the Fall River Children's Museum celebrated their 12th year anniversary and are in a process of upgrading their exhibits. One of their biggest goals is to offer interactive exhibits where children can come and be who they want to be. They provide a creative center for children who like to create things. For more information on the Children's Museum of Greater Fall River, please visit their website online at cmgfr.org.
I had a fun time here at the Children's Museum of Greater Fall River. It makes me want to be a kid again. I'm Nel Mariluz Altache Santiago. Thanks for watching.
You know what, Rashad? I didn't know the Children's Museum offered that many programs. That place looks, pretty cool.
It really does.
No joke. I actually kind of want to go there one day.
I know, right? Okay, well, that's all we got for you today. Until next time, I'm Rashad Williams.
And I am Braden Thomas Kinder. Thank you for watching Fred TV News.
And I am Braden Thomas Kinder. Why'd you say your phone name? I was about to laugh. Yo, but I went like this at the end. You'll just see this.
Wow. I thought I knew a lot about Fred TV since, like, I work here and everything. But Heavy is, I said Heavy. My fault.
Okay. Chill out. Chill out.
I said Heavy.
Heavy. Chill out, bro. Stop looking at me. Bro, I just see you out the corner of my eye, bro. Don't do that. Stop.